Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Ambush Cast. I'm Scowndrul, and joining me is ESmith23, and what we do, we join a random game, and we're going to cast it. Now, this is just a team game from the Dota Watch section, and it's just now starting. So, you see we got a Faceless Void, a Sand King, Witch Doctor, Mirana for the Dire so far, Razor, Tidehunter, Earthshaker, and Pugna so far for the Radiant. Looks like we have Team No Name versus Exceed Your Vision.
I feel like there might be a tryhard alert on the Void Mirana Witch Doctor.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Not to mention the Sand King when he just comes in there with his epicenter on lockdown.
That's just way too much AoE.
But man, I mean,
not out to have fun.
Other team bringing the Tidehunter, he's good at shutting down everything. So is Earthshaker. Right. So, and Pugna, I mean, he's just going to trash the party with his ward. Let's not lie.
I mean, they they seem to be a lot of pushing on that lineup. Pugna and Razor.
Yeah, for sure. Nether Blast, nothing to sneeze at there with the towers. Oh man, looking at the bans now, I mean, it's tough coming in. We didn't get to see this draft quite develop, but that's what happens with an ambush cast. They don't know what's coming, we don't know what's coming.
Reserve time.
They did ban out a lot of rat heroes. They got rid of Death Prophet, Tinker, Nature's Prophet, and then on the other side they got rid of Brewmaster last. Almost surprised to not see him picked up. He seems to be picked up every game anymore.
I mean, that's why you ban him out. Because he's just so annoying to play against. Though I'm almost... Well, I suppose the Radiant wouldn't want him because they've already got most of their core heroes. It'd be hard to fit a Brew in, but I mean, they seem to want to like push and fight and take towers.
Radiant's pick.
And then the Sniper. I think this is going to add to their ability to just chip away at towers. They don't have to, hard commit. And if an opportunity presents itself, then Void can jump in, and then they can really go in.
Right.
So, real good. I think a good choice. They'll be able to force some fights out when they go to take towers.
I'll say that. I would say Radiant's biggest advantage is that Dire can only fight around big cooldowns. I mean, you've got to wait for Death Ward, Epicenter, and Chronosphere to be off cooldown, as opposed to. You've got the Ravage and Echo Slam from Earthshaker, but Razor and Pugna, I mean, they can push pretty quickly. They're not reliant on big team fight ultimates.
True. Well, let's see what they get with their last pick. They might make it even more difficult for the Dire here. Morphling. Okay, a little bit of late game insurance there. In case the push strategy doesn't work out so well for them. Alright, let's get rid of this directed camera.
Yeah, that's good. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Mirana, Bananamancer.
I was laughing at that too. That's where the chuckle was coming from. And then we've got this no-name Pugna.
Right. I'm imagining like the dude from Peanut Butter Jelly Time, except with like a wizard staff.
Yeah.
And just summoning like raining banana storms on people.
Bananamancer.
It's
pretty spectacular. Alright, so lanes. Oh, I kind of like that courier. I've never seen that one before. Genuine Smeevil riding a lobster.
That's creepy.
And then we've got the generic boar that everybody has on the Radiant side. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a Tide off lane. I think they're going to try lane this bottom with a Razor? What? Or maybe they're just...
Taker Morphling?
They're probably just going for some... They're probably just going for some insurance of the hole, I would say. Because they're all four heading towards bottom lane. Right now it's just Mirana, so they'll probably be able to defend that.
30 seconds to showtime.
Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. I don't really like how Dire is laning this. I would rather see the
Magic Bush
Mirana and Sand King lane together, even on hard lane. I mean, I feel like those two can beat out a tri lane.
Yeah, the double stun is really powerful.
And for sure. And especially because, Radiant, they're tri lane. I mean, all you've got is Earthshaker.
Radiant on one side. Dire on the other.
Pugna doesn't, I mean... I guess this is a support Pugna. It's gotta be, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
So...
But Mirana did get this ward off right here. So,
yeah.
You know, that blocks a couple of camps. We'll see how fast they get that countered. Alright, matchups. We got Razor versus Sniper mid. We got Tide in the off lane versus, like we talked about, that Earthshaker. I'm sorry, Sand King, Witch Doctor, and Faceless Void.
Oh.
Mirana's already in a bit of trouble down here. The fish are just not fat enough to stop Bananamancer.
You know, it's hard to stop a leaping Mirana. But she's not gonna have a whole lot of fun down here.
No.
Because, yeah, I mean, she's already burning through some tangos. You know, I feel like the tri-lanes are just kind of gonna be a wash. Neither should really die. Tide might be in trouble top sometimes, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of jump potential with that Burrow Strike and the leap from Void.
Yeah, followed up with a cask from the Witch Doctor.
He is leveling that Kraken shell. That might get him out of a jam, though. So.
Yeah, he's... Giant watermelon's hard to bring down.
Absolutely. A little action, maybe? Witch Doctor pushing his luck, getting that harass in. You know, it's one of my things I hate about playing sport the most is when you just don't do any damage to the person you're trying to harass. When your auto attacks just have no visible effect on them, other than to slightly annoy them and aggro the creeps toward you.
Right, where you take more damage from the creeps than they took from your auto attack, and it was literally just a waste of your time.
Right.
Same with playing against a centaur, where return does more damage to you than you did to him.
Oh, especially as Crystal Maiden. That's horrible.
Oh, it's the worst.
A little bit of a rotation from Earthshaker, but it doesn't look like he's going to find anything. Sniper pretty far back.
Yeah, they might have just timed up the rotation right after Razor pushed the lane to bottle up a rune. Not working out real well. Yeah. I'm surprised that they still haven't countered this ward. Oh, alright, Earthshaker's working on it right now. And
he can't find it!
Well, yeah, and that ward that he placed is not in vision of the...
I mean, you'd think that he would have saw that the other camp had nothing in it.
Right,
and he'd know
and that
automatically.
Right there, I mean, it's gotta be in the magic bush. So...
Now again, we did just pick a random game. We don't know what skill level this is. You know.
Oh man, this Pugna is going through some serious tango stack trying to find the ward.
Yeah, oh, he finally found it. There it is. Much rejoicing.
Much rejoicing. It's sad.
Okay, looking at the last hits, we got Void at 16 and 6, Razor at 11 and 1. So Razor winning that lane, Morphling at 11 and 2.
Yeah. The overall leader though is Void. So it looks like he's probably gonna go straight for a Midas. He's already got 1,500 gold
could use a little help
in the bank. Seems like.
Yeah, he's got the recipe. He's got the Hand of Midas recipe boss.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So that's probably gonna be about a 5-minute Midas. Pretty decent on Void.
Yeah, Razor right behind him in the net worth though. So.
Yeah. Oh, this sniper's in a little bit of trouble. Gonna live though.
Wow, I missed that one. I had just gone away.
Yeah, that static field, or plasma field, nearly got him. So he's gonna have to go all the way back to base. Went for early boots instead of trying to get a bottle. So not any regen coming out for him.
Razor
the
picking up
Dire
the
might
base
want to
rune.
mine their top tower.
Let's see if he can do anything with it. No, looks like he's just gonna go back mid and continue his farm.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna farm and push.
Yep. I mean, when he's against the Mirana bottom who can just leap away, and then that tri-lane top with an under-leveled Tide Hunter, not a whole lot he can do with it. So
glad to see that up on top they stacked that hard camp, and the Sand King's getting some farm, sharing the experience with Witch Doctor. Oh,
yeah, but Earthshaker and Razor and Pugna all on the hunt now.
Big rotation up top. Razor coming in.
Spotted the Witch Doctor. Here comes the static field.
Does not want to tower dive. Which, this Earthshaker, if he just lays down a Fisher, I feel like they could have easily gotten that Witch Doctor. If he cut him off with a Fisher, the Sand King in a little bit of trouble.
Makes it out. Fisher hits him. Not going to be enough. Let's see if they can come around. He's pinched between them and his escape routes.
He's pretty boned. He better buy all.
Oh, the Marana ult came out.
Oh.
Radiant's top towers and bad.
Can they get him with the AoE? Do they know where he went? They're not even going to guess.
Not even going to try? Come on. Man. How do you not throw down that Nether Blast?
Right.
At least give it a shot. Well, Sand King getting out of a sticky situation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Morphling.
Thanks to Marana.
Taking
which I'm a little surprised that she leveled up ult so early. But I guess that's why you get it at level 6. How about your buddy?
Good Fisher blocking off Witch Doctor and Void's escape. Cask's already come out and Leap is down, closing the distance.
Everyone's just gonna walk away. Void TPing out.
Yeah, Void piecing out. He says, "Screw this!" But here comes Sand King. Stun, keeping his teammate alive for now. Is it gonna be enough? No. There's our first blood.
They don't have any protection, so the Sand King's just gonna soak up some experience. No mana on Earthshaker to stun him out of the sandstorm. Oh!
Arrow bottom. The 2-foot time walk.
In the meantime, Razor picked off Sniper in mid. He's definitely crushing the Sniper in lane. The Sniper has not been able to get really anything going. Leading in last hits, but I mean,
yeah, when you die.
yeah. Last hits don't mean much when you die.
Yeah, Razor and Morphling now taking the top farm spots for the Radiant.
See, this Void hasn't picked up anything after his Hand of Midas. Surprised he hasn't at least gotten boots. I mean, one transmute is basically boots.
Yeah, he's got enough gold for it.
And he's got it now. Razor and Morphling definitely leading in all accounts, highest level with Marana and Sniper right behind.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
Looks like Razor's going to be building in the mech.
Through the Dire structures for now.
Pretty standard. Nothing too exciting there, but with his level of farm, it should be coming out pretty quick, and that's going to cause a lot of problems for the Dire.
Yeah, because then Radiant can just start farming before Void and company are really ready to go. Oh, problems with Sniper. Just eating those plasma fields.
Seems to be the case all the time.
Yeah, just
Dire's top tower's getting beat
Razor
down.
Getting that
poor little dwarf. Yeah, it seems like
little dwarf.
Yeah, poor little dwarf. It's one of the nice things about Morphling is after a couple of levels, he's nigh unkillable.
Yeah, he starts morphing that strength, and
yeah, so being able to just leave him alone while they pushed other lanes with Earthshaker and Pugna.
Dire's mid towers.
They put in some work on the top tower. Looks like they might have a crack at mid. Get that down to around half-life now. Oh, arrow though.
Yeah.
Marana all alone though, so Pugna's gonna be just.
Fisher coming out, blocks his team off.
Tower could use a little help.
Sniper gonna go back to the jungle and continue his farming.
Unfortunately, Sniper is safer here in the jungle than he is in lane against Razor.
They are doing a good job of getting Sand King the stack farm, so we might see a blink out of him pretty early. He's sitting on almost 1,800 gold.
So yeah, hopefully around an 11-minute blink would be nice. Just hit level 5, so no epicenter yet. But
we got a courier. Can we get a courier kill? No, he gets 2 hits off. Morphling harasses him out. It might go the wrong way. Time leaps out.
Void barely getting out of there.
Almost taking out the courier.
The courier greed.
One more hit. If he could have had it if he'd have time walked to it. It would have cost him his life.
Right, how much is the courier really worth?
The Dire best
Start
do
doing
something
math.
about that bottom tower.
Is the courier reliable, Gold?
Probably.
Yeah, I
mean,
say
I
that
feel
it
like
is.
it's an objective, like a tower
Right.
hill, you know? This sniper is playing with fire. He is awfully low. Oh, yep, there it goes. Like I said, pretty low sniper
Yeah,
against.
he may as well stick in
Razor.
the jungle. Every time he
Yeah.
shows up mid, he's just feeding this Razor even more.
Yeah, sniper has just. You know, I'm surprised that he didn't
Chronosphere top.
a little more control.
Cast upon the tides.
Chronosphere Witch Doctor combination. So strong.
Yeah, there's not much worse than can't get away from a death ward.
Yeah, even the
That-
big watermelon can't stand up to that.
Yeah, that thing. Well, when he can't
Radiant's
crack
top
and
tower's
shell off
hurting.
the stun of Chronosphere,
Bottom
can't
tower's
just walk
getting the
away
business.
from it.
Razor just continuing to farm in with this double damage.
Yeah,
Dire really needs to
Guess
do
what's
something about
happening
him,
to
or he's
Dire's
going to
bottom
escalate out of
tower.
control.
yeah, this Razor's getting awfully fat.
He's going to have this tower. If he gets the last hit, that might be real close to his
Mid
mechanism.
tower.
Well, he already has mechanism on the way on the
Oh.
mid
courier.
tower.
So
Guess what's
Razor
happening to
already
Dire's
with
bottom
courier
tower.
up, or mechanism up on the courier, and that tower kill, nice little chunk of gold in the pocket.
Well, the good news for Dire is that they are spreading their farm out much more over their whole team.
Yeah,
Radiant has heavy farm in Morphling and Razor, but below that, not a lot doing.
yeah. The supports for Dire have definitely gotten more. With the stacks for Sand King, Morphling may be in a little bit of trouble.
I don't know, that's strength morph.
He's got an awful lot of strength, and yeah, Mirana and Sand King are out of mana.
Is there going to be an engagement top? Nope, lots of dancing.
Maybe.
Razor activating the ult, going in. Gonna dive
like
the
this-
tower.
I feel like this sniper's in trouble.
Dire's top
Razor's just gonna
tower's
run
well
at him.
beat down.
Razor's around, so the
Yeah.
sniper's in trouble. We know. I mean, that's the story of the game for him. There he goes down.
Big
Mirana
Ravage
TPing in,
coming out.
Ravage coming out. Leaps away on the wrong side of the Fisher. Pugna Ward doing some work in there. Witch Doctor almost melting himself. He goes down. Void picking up another kill on the Chronosphere. Radiant on the wrong side of the tower now, but there's not a lot of health left on the Dire side. Let's see if they can do anything.
Dire's pretty much used all their spells. Bananamancer is probably gonna
Oh!
concussion. Yep, just go down.
Splish splash.
Void needs to get out of there pretty quick. He's not looking so hot. His
Dire's
Tide's probably
top
just gonna
tower,
man fight him.
you know.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk
Void-
in.
Yeah, Void doesn't have any mana to get out of there. Yeah, he's toast. Barring, I mean, maybe
Let's see if the
they just
Juke
give
is
up.
at bay.
The Juke.
No.
No.
The
So
Dire
now
might
this,
wanna
yep,
mine
top
the
tower's
top
probably
tower.
gonna go down too.
That tower's gonna go down for sure.
Dire's lost the top tower.
So
Now
promising.
Radiant, really just, I think just gonna start steamrolling. Their whole goal now is to just fight from now until the end of the game.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe leave Morphling off on his own, but
Invisibility.
the others just are just gonna take some towers.
Earthshaker getting ready to cut off this sniper. Invisible. Maybe he'll switch over to Sand King. Nope, he's not gonna make a play on either of them.
He didn't have a whole lot of follow up.
Right.
The Morphling.
And that's fine. They're kind of in that leading position right now where they don't need to take a lot of risks. They know that if Dire does get the farm with all the wombo combos they have, they could run into trouble. So they just need to play this slow and steady and, you know, maintain their death ball.
Right. I mean, as long as they, especially if they play around Chronosphere. I mean, other than the Sand King has decent initiation with Blink Dagger, Epicenter, but I feel like without a Chronosphere to lock people down, Radiant can just run away from it
Right.
and choose to not fight.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Void's got his mask of
Dire's
madness.
structure's looking fortified.
Mirana sitting on not a whole lot.
Morphling eats a big arrow, but got strength morph going. Fucking laying down the ward, and Dire wanting no part of that.
Yeah, Sand King in a decent position right up until Razor finds him. We'll see what happens here.
Razor activating the ult, and Sniper's gonna have
He's
a
definitely
bad
gonna
day.
dive. There comes the Ravage.
Big Ravage coming out. Sniper going down. Bananamancer eating it. Big
Mojo burning half of his ult before he blinks
Dire
in.
does do something about that bottom tower.
Oh, it's looking awfully grim.
Yeah. Void just trying to farm up.
Dire just couldn't save
you know,
that bottom tower.
I kind of wish
Dire's
he was
bottom
there
tower's
because
getting
they
the
might have been
business.
able to make a better show of it, but I don't know. I just feel like Radiant's a little too far ahead
Guess what's happening
for
to
Dire to
Dire's
be
bottom tower.
taking fights to them.
Yeah, I think with Void's team draft, he really needed to go a better fight
The
build.
Dire
Maybe
best
not
do
getting the early
something
Midas,
about
but
that
getting
bottom
something where he can
tower.
put a little early damage, because with his ultimate, that really brings out their whole team fight. Without him in the fight,
Dire's bottom
there's really
tower
not a lot they
got
can
blown to
do.
bits.
Yeah. Though, I mean, the only thing that you could have gotten rid of was the Midas, though, and have treads instead, because you can't get much more fight build than Mask of Madness.
Right. But I mean, he would have had the treads. That would have been a little more attack speed, trying to play off of those bashes, which he
Yeah.
maxed first.
Well,
I don't know. I guess, it's all just some speculation. But I really think his team needs his help.
yeah, I like the max bash build. I don't like maxing backtrack. I feel like he needed more levels of time walk so that it's a longer range, so we can actually initiate with it.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Actually get somewhere instead of his midgety 2-foot leaps.
Yeah. Maxing backtracks for little girls.
Looking good.
You gotta man up. You go bash his Mass of Madness, that's the most damage you're gonna do early game before.
Right.
So I agree completely.
Especially in the Chronosphere with time lock doing double damage. And go big or go home.
Absolutely.
Like when you're Void, you just set your treads on agility because that extra 190 health, that's not gonna help you. You just need damage.
Not if you play your Chronosphere right. You don't need it. Especially if you got this team backing you up. They should
Yeah.
be teeing off. I really think... I want to see a team fight. I think Dire's got a good shot at winning a team fight. As long as they go in when Ravage is down.
Dire's
Moonlight
mid
Shadow
tower
coming
could
out
use a
from
little
Mirana.
help.
I think in that last fight with
might be it.
the Sand
There it
King,
is. 3 of them in the Chronosphere.
big Chronosphere,
The Witch Doctor
big
Altar
Death
not
Force,
focusing the same
nice
target.
center.
There's the Earthshaker.
Trying to at Ravage, just ruining all sorts of plans.
Yeah.
They finally took out
Still
they
4
took
for
out a lot
1.
of people.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 for 1, maybe 5 for 1.
Void.
Unless he
or-
turns, he might wipe their whole team.
You're right. I mean, if Morphling just walks away, he should be fine.
Yeah, let's see if they pursue this forever or if they try and take an objective. I'm guessing they're going to pursue. They look like they really want
seem
it.
like they're gonna follow him into the tower. Maybe into his own base. Trying for the hero arrow.
Well,
No
that's
luck.
2 missed on him now. Can't win them all, Mirana.
Hey, you miss every arrow you don't fire, you know? Yeah, I think that it was a really good Chronosphere.
Oh yeah, got
by
3 of
Void.
them.
I feel like if they had focused more on the Tide in the ult, maybe try to kill him before he gets the Ravage off. I mean,
yeah.
no,
Radiant's
it was
top
still
tower's
4 for
taking
1
hits.
though. But I kind of thought when that Ravage came out, I thought they were gonna be able to turn it around.
Yeah, it really did look like it posed a lot of disruption in that fight for the
Yeah.
Dire. Like it kind of screwed them up, but it turned out pretty well.
I'll give credit where credit's due. On that fight at bottom tier 1 tower for Dire, I think the Sand King when he started channeling his epicenter, I think he got pinged by Pugna Ward and it messed up his blink.
That could be.
He couldn't blink in. I thought of that in that last fight. I mean, when you've got a Chronosphere, you don't need to blink anywhere. You just walk up next to it and hit R. So that makes for a little easier time.
Yeah, speaking of things that are terrifying, that Scorpion wagging his tail while you can't do anything.
Yeah, wagging his tail outside the big bubble of death. Not great.
Wow, Morphling and Sand King just walking right past each other here.
You know, it's just a gentleman's agreement. We're just jungling, bro.
I don't like you and you don't like me, see? So.
What is this?
Morphling.
Morphling's just okay.
Very
right.
aggressive.
He's got his team. I see now. Though he just
Ravage is off cooldown. Let's see when it comes out. Run all coming out. Sand King taking a beating. Static Field, Sand King will go down. Oh, the Echo Slam.
That one-man Echo Slam.
Where will you be when invisibility runs out, Void? Right in the middle of their team! Oh, the one-man Chrono. Here comes. There's the Ravage.
Less than ideal.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
Witch Doctor ult, just seemingly no damage.
It did a lot to Morphling, but he had strength morph. This Razor just, man, this poor sniper. Every time Razor just looks at him funny, he goes down. Witch Doctor in a lot of trouble.
Dire might want to mine
And
the top
that's
tower.
probably gonna be tier 2 top for the Radiant.
Likely.
They're all in fairly good standing, other than Morphling.
Dire's top tower.
Unless the Sand King makes
You
the
know
top
drill.
10 right now, that tower's going down.
Yeah, but all Pugna needs to do is lay down the Nebula.
Mine the top
Not gonna
tower.
happen. Mojo wants it
Dire's
though.
top
Mojo
tower's
wants it bad.
gone.
Pretty decent arrow, but can't really dive face first into their team.
Unfortunately, their team wasn't up, because if it were, now would have been the time while Ravage is down to go in.
Yeah, no
Echo
Chrono
Slam.
for another minute though. I guess this sniper going for Maelstrom just got a casual Morbid Mask for the lifesteal. That's probably gonna be tier 2. Dire really can't fight yet. Chrono
Especially
for
that
30
mech.
seconds on cooldown.
Dire's mid tower.
That
won't
mech
last
and
much
Ag
longer.
on Razor. Yeah, this tower's toast.
The unbelievable
Dire's
feed
mid
from
tower's
Sniper.
nothing now.
He's just not having a great time. That Death Ward though.
Pugna going down. Don't pay the price. Run, Sniper, run for your life! He's gonna make it out.
With Sniper being the hero.
Let's see if
Hero
they can
that
chase
Dire
down.
deserves. Not the one that it needs right now.
Uh-oh. Witch Doctor, you've gone too far. Uh-oh, the arrow hits! His team's gonna have to come back in and help him. Doc's gonna say, I'm out of here!
This
And that'll be the end of that
Morphling, it's just
engagement.
he's not feeling a whole lot of fear. With Strength Morph and a Lincoln Sphere, even with a Chronosphere with a Death Ward on top of it didn't take him out last time, so yeah, he's just not afraid of a lot that the Dire can do to him, which is not a great place to be in if you're the Dire.
Yep. Well, looking at the net worth, Razor up to 10,000, Morphling up to 10,000, Void at a measly 7,000 compared to both of them.
Sniper picking up his Maelstrom, so that might help his farm some. Though right now he's trailing behind the Tide. Tide working slowly towards a refresher. He's got the very beginning makings of one. His hodgepodge. Ring of Health with Sage's Mask and Robe of the Magi in his stash.
Yard sale of items.
Yard sale of items.
Arrow coming out, not gonna hit anybody.
Radiant looking like they want to do some harm in the Dire jungle, looking for somebody to hurt. Got a good ward placement,
Yeah,
but
gotta thank those supports.
yeah. You know, now is the time where Dire can maybe make up some ground, because now that all the outer towers are down, you know, Radiant, other than Roche, doesn't really have too many objectives to go to, and you know, fighting uphill into the dire team fight is not exactly an ideal situation.
No, never. Yeah, I mean, even no matter where this goes, I mean, they're not so far ahead that they can just not figure that wombo combo.
Oh, certainly. But yeah, I feel like as long as if Dire fights well around the Chronosphere, they can definitely make the game up. And I mean, certainly they have the better late game carries with Void and Sniper, and even Mirana doing a fair bit of damage.
Witch Doctor going into that Ags, about 1,700 gold short, so maybe a little bit of farm away. It's going to be a while, I suppose, since they're pushed back against the wall, but that would be huge for them to pick up.
Oh, certainly. Looks like maybe Sand King working towards fail.
Alright. Radiant smoked up. They're going to find Witch Doctor. Razor coming out on Sniper. That poor Sniper! Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. 3-man Chronosphere. Can they make anything out of it?
No Death Ward to follow up, though. They really can't do anything. Big Echo Slam. Finishing off that poor Sniper.
You just got dunked on, Sniper.
Yeah, without the damage to follow up that Chronosphere. I mean, Void's solo damage is very underwhelming still at this point. So without an Epicenter and a Death Ward to follow it up, just not a lot going on. And now this is pretty perfect time for, well, all right, I guess. See, if I were the Radiant, I'd be trying to go high ground right now. You know that Chronosphere's down, and you still got Epi, but it's not as scary without the Chronosphere combo.
Yeah, they're gonna make a safe play and go for Roche. For a second, I thought it wasn't gonna be safe. I thought Tide might get bashed out and die there.
I was expecting.
Well, they're backing off.
So yeah, to be able to actually do Roche. Apparently, they just don't have the damage.
Shocking the amount of ease they take down the Dire team in some of these fights.
Yeah, really strange. I guess is Boy or Morphling? Guess he wasn't all morphed to strength. He's keeping his life pool decent, but I don't know. I guess they just do more damage to buildings.
Radiant coming back in. Are they going to find Void out? Nope, they don't see him.
Chronosphere's up though.
They have their eyes on Sand King and Mirana.
No Ravage for 30 seconds.
Radiant's
I don't know if the Radiant really want to fight this. This could be dicey.
And they seem to back off. Little standoff at Roshan.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Yeah, see, I mean, especially with the lack of damage that they did to Roshan, I think they should have pushed earlier when Chronosphere was down. Racks are forever, man. Roshan resistance.
Even if it cost them a team wipe at this point, racks are permanent.
Right.
It's temporary. I mean, there's no way they're going to push through double all the towers. They still have all their towers up on the Radiant side.
Ult. This might be a decent initiation.
Chronosphere coming out.
Chronosphere. But
alright, taking down Pugna Earthshaker. No, Earthshaker's still up. He gets the Echo Slam off.
Big Echo Slam, but a pretty good Ravage. Yeah, that's that Echo Slam coming out.
Unbelievable that Shaker didn't go down. That was an excellent save by Morphling with the Adaptive Strike to take him out of the play. Just long enough for him to get that Echo Slam off.
I mean, that I think that Void and Witch Doctor might have lived through that engagement without that big Echo Slam that Shaker barely got off.
Oh yeah, and Shaker would have died just that split second sooner. That Adaptive Strike was pivotal in that fight.
I'm surprised that Sand King didn't ult.
True. Where was he? Maybe he was getting fenced off by, Tide or something.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he ate a Ravage.
That was a pretty deep Chronosphere. I mean, he went by a few people.
Definitely walked pretty far in there under Moonlight Shadow.
And here's some creeps fighting. Alright. Not a lot of action from both teams, so I'm just kind of watching creeps punch each other in the face until they submit.
Radiant looking like they thinking about Roche again, but
Illusion.
you know, I'm a little surprised at this Void. I don't think he's picking up a butterfly. He's probably trying to go for the normal shotgun, ethereal blade, morphling build, but I feel like you don't really need to with Pugna. I mean, yeah, you missed the damage from ethereal blade, but I don't know, because if Pugna decrepifies someone, would ethereal blade? I mean, it doesn't stack.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could have went for an alternative item that just gives him a lot more damage. Maybe he'll build it into a butterfly. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we'll eat those words.
I'm surprised he didn't finish off a Manta style first. I mean, he's got the Yasha for, you know, the movement and attack speed. It's just good always, no matter who you are. But I mean, morphling illusions are some of the strongest illusions with all that agility.
Mirana helping him out with Roshan. Let's see if Void goes in.
Another Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, Chronosphere's up. They can fight this if his team's there.
They've got wards down now.
Uh-oh. This Void's gonna have no damage when the fight starts. Witch Doctor's gonna go down before it even happens. That's a serious blow to the Dire's fight.
Needs to get out of there.
Void goes down. Now they're gonna have to back off. That's gonna be an easy Roshan.
Yeah, without I mean, Void could buy back, but I wouldn't. I think it's better to wait. Maybe he should be back up before they can really get to the base. And he needs all the gold he can get. Don't want to be wasting it on buyback.
Especially when they're behind. I mean, he's behind both Razor and Morphling, 4,000 gold each. So Dire really playing from behind here. They need a big team fight.
So begins the
I think he needed to buy back there. And without that, his tower would be going down. It still might go down.
Sand King, decent posture over there, right next to the ward though. Gonna take it out so they can actually do things.
Void looking like he wants to go in for a Chrono. Pretty
there it is.
Decent Chrono.
Razor goes down. Let's see if Mirana can hit an arrow. Or did she already? She already did.
Chronoed and then ran away.
I don't know why they're focusing on this Morphling. He's got way too much health.
Plus he's got the Aegis. Big Echo Slam coming out.
They really needed to go. Oh man! The machine gun nether ward!
That Pugna ward is doing way too much. Morphling's gonna come back and be super angry.
Yeah, that Mirana better get out of here if she knows what's good for her. I feel like his Lincoln Sphere is on a lower cooldown than everyone else's.
Right?
That thing is
like
always up.
Second. It's ridiculous. Tide's in a little bit of trouble. Might
see if Tide goes down. Yes,
down.
he does!
This sniper's in a pickle.
Oh, now the Mirana might be if she takes the wrong way back. Sniper going down. That poor sniper.
Yeah, he's just not having a great time. You know, in theory, he should just be able to sit back outside the Chronosphere, just pick people away, just pew pew pew.
The Dire winning.
But
ideally, that's what you want.
Ideally, but Radiant is just kind of running at him and doing a lot of damage. Pugna in a bit of trouble. Oh, this malediction, only level 2, so Void is probably gonna go down. Yeah. Given the old
Mirana, mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made, Mirana. Don't you know? This Pugna is just gonna.
Oh no! Out in the Chronosphere, but he's got the tether on him.
Oh, he's doing negative damage. Void heals now.
Doing about 14 damage.
Perfect.
Those bashes, though.
Well, look. You know, sometimes you just gotta work with what you've got. Right there, you would have had time lock damage, and that's it. Okay, and Maelstrom, Chain Lightning.
Alright, so he may have actually been able to put about a decent amount of damage. A decent amount of damage out.
I mean, he would have died for sure if
Oh,
he
yeah.
stuck around.
Oh yeah.
But nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Well,
You
like
don't
what we
have
say
buyback
earlier,
up.
nut up or shut up, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he had buyback up.
I don't know if you can see that. What is up with that guy?
The satyr
Yeah.
wigging out in the trees. He got lost in the woods. It's fine.
Disco party.
I bet what happened.
Does anyone have a force staff on the Radiant team?
I bet he got aggroed, and trees got taken out by some skill, and then the trees spawned, and he got trapped.
One of my favorite things to do, Radiant side, I don't know if a lot of people know this trick, but if you pull that camp on their way back, if you force staff them up onto that ledge, that blocks the camp. And no one ever sees up that ledge, so they have no idea what's going on. They just think it's warded and blocked, or that they walked in the way, and it almost permanently takes this camp out for the Dire if they don't know what's going on. So kind of awesome, neat little trick that I like to do. If you're on Radiant and you have a force staff,
Right.
It's kind of situational, but
Right. Hey, you know, that's like 50% of the game.
yeah, I mean, but not to mention you have to be able to weasel your way into their jungle.
Racks are just taking a pounding, and Void is. Yeah, without him going in, there's just not a lot that Dire can do.
Yeah, their team fight revolves around that Chronosphere.
Big Ravage.
You know the drill.
Void is. Oh,
Echo Slam!
getting walloped.
They're done. Sniper goes
Yeah.
down. Witch Doctor trying real hard. He gets one, but
Giving him the business.
he gave Razor all the business he had. He is now bankrupt.
Business was not booming though. Yeah, just too much. I mean, Dire had good wombo combo, but the the spectacular dunks from Earthshaker were just too much, I think.
And the alley-oops.
Dire's top.
Throwing him up in the air. Tidehunter, the big man.
Yeah, just too much, and
Shotgun.
oof, just not great. That's just so dumb.
Yeah.
It's just so much damage when it's all in agility. Let's see.
He's still got some strength.
Yeah,
Nothing left.
75 plus. Oh,
Not a bad epicenter.
Marana mistakes.
Dire's top.
Chronosphere. This Morphling is
Magna
gonna
saving
gain
himself
more health
for
than
how long he walks into the Chronosphere.
Morphling gaining health through malediction. Tries to wave
Not what you
off
want.
the side of the map. And
Still standing
Oh,
there.
my
Okay,
goodness.
they finally found him and took him down, but it cost him their racks.
I thought he was gonna get out. I didn't know how, but I just felt like he was just gonna sloosh away.
He's really good at slooshing away.
That's the sound Morphling makes.
Sloosh. It is. I really enjoyed that onomatopoeia there. Sloosh.
Yeah, I think Dire had a good idea, but you know it came down to Faceless Void. He needed hero Chronospheres, and not that I think he played bad. It's just they needed his Chronospheres to do too much. They had no backup.
Yeah, team heavily revolved around him hitting multi-hero Chronospheres.
Yeah, like if every Chronosphere wasn't a 5-man Chronosphere, they were losing the fight. And 5-man Chronospheres are tinge difficult to hit.
Refresher picked up on Tide. I'm not sure he'll have enough mana to use that though.
Well, he's got mana boots.
Radiant's top tower's hurt.
The
The
225
Radiant
2
lost the top tower.
times 450 plus 375.
Math. So difficult.
825. Oh, he's got it. It's fine.
He just
Oh,
has to
and
make sure to
look
do
at that null talisman. He's
absolutely
got it.
nothing
He's got it
else.
For days. Seen it for days. This Pugna though, getting ballsy. Void just backtracking and Echo Slam.
No problem. That is an Ags Witch Doctor now.
That is. Void, I believe, tried to Chronosphere,
The Dire
got
best do
zapped
something
by
about that
Nether
bottom
Ward,
tower.
and died before it went off.
Very unfortunate.
Though that's something I don't think I've ever seen, because he got zapped by Nether Ward for trying to cast Chronosphere, so he died before the Chronosphere actually got cast.
Yeah, that actually happens all the time when you're dealing with people like Lena and Lion, whose ultimates have a lot of mana. When they get kind of low from the initiation, they try and turn it around. It actually deals the damage before the spell is cast. So, I like Pugna. I see that happen all the time.
Interesting. It's like you pay the mana before the pain comes out.
Guess what's happening to Dire?
Call it a counter spell, if you will.
Counters.
Them Dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
Gotta give props to the Dire for not giving up. They're fighting this thing to their last breath.
Bottom tower.
No pool party for them.
Oh,
There's one Ravage.
Just double Ravage, though.
The farm
Here comes the refresher. There's the second one. I'm zoomed way out because I lost track of the things going on. Void!
Void doing negative damage because of Static Link.
This is gonna be their last racks. They're gonna have megas.
The Dire's bottom racks.
3 of the Dire down. It looks like it might be it for them. It looks like it's it for them. Let's just call it what it is. Wow! How did that Pugna pull that off?
That was pretty impressive.
I thought he was getting thrown up by the Burrow Strike, when in fact he was being pulled up by the Cyclone Stick. That was nice.
That's some fast fingers.
Yeah, a really inconsequential play, but a play nonetheless.
The play!
The plays.
Oh,
There was the counter spell again.
the counter spell.
Alright, and that's gonna be it for the Dire's Ancient.
The radiant
GG's coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your first ambush cast. I'm Scowndrul.
I'm ESmith.
You have a great day.